Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Seal Podcast, episode number 254 for December the 27th, 2024. My name is Fraser. I'm joined on my left by Neil,
Hello.
and on my right by Dave.
Hello.
All right?
Dave's the drunk one today, apparently.
Not
No,
yet. He's
not
only
yet.
just started. Things have only just got
It
started.
definitely wasn't drunk last week. I don't know what I'm saying.
Not a chance. Not a chance. It's the most sober I've ever heard you.
As a judge.
Welcome to the show, everyone. First of all, I'd like to say it's nice to be back. Thank you very much to Dave and Neil for covering for the last couple of weeks while I was absent with a few things to do, mainly work related. Yeah,
Life.
just busy. Yeah, back again. We're in the middle of the Christmas break. We have a nice
What do you mean?
Christmas so far.
What break?
I don't know. Like,
It's like I haven't had a break.
the weekend tomorrow, isn't it? So there's no work tomorrow.
Yeah.
I
Well,
didn't
no work
today,
till Sunday.
So anyway, you guys
Well,
are all right?
I'm okay.
Yes. Yep,
You sure?
I'm off
Yeah.
until the second now.
Ooh,
So
nice.
Oh, yeah.
I'm happy.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah. Working up until Christmas Eve, but as you were as well. I think we were, weren't you, Fraser?
Pretty much. I did a little bit of, just keeping an eye on stuff for Christmas Eve, and I think at midday I just shut her down. Right, that was
Oh.
it. Just,
Yeah.
that's enough.
It's like there's not much gonna happen.
No one's
after
doing any work now.
that. Nah.
No, and you forget as well when you sort of like. I mean, for me, like a lot of it, I can sort of relax, but my phone is on and whatever. If anybody needs me, you forget to shut it down. Right, you still should shut it off at some point. So yeah. Anyway, it's nice to have a little bit of a break.
Nice.
So before we sit and do we want to chat about Christmas or do we want to get going and then we can talk about what we've been doing? That's probably just it's not a Christmas show, is it?
Don't do Christmas show.
Christmas
No.
happened.
Yeah,
Sort of.
Yeah, Christmas happened. I want to crack on because Pilch asked us some questions. And I think his questions are good because they are going to prompt some discussions here. So let's move on to football
no
first.
pressure.
Then.
No pressure, lads. We've got to come up with something now.
No. It's all good. We don't have to come up with shit, mate. We can just do whatever we want. It's all right. All right, we're in control here. We're not we're not. We don't have to answer to shareholders. Do we answer to shareholders? Arnie's probably our biggest shareholder.
Well, they shareholders or they stakeholders? More like.
I don't know. Maybe stakeholder. Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway,
he's in the
all
chat.
right,
As promised. Says
speak of the
Merry
devil,
Christmas,
yeah.
lads.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, Arnie. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to football.
40-90 giveaway holders, apparently. I don't think that's.
I'm not so sure about that.
Football.
All right. Let's move on to football. Right. We can talk about how bad I'm doing. We can talk about how great Dave's doing.
We can really rip the shit out of Fraser for the next 5 minutes or so.
Yep. Go ahead.
I
Have
don't
at
know.
it.
I think I'll give you a respite this week, but we'll get onto that.
Well, we'll see.
Wow.
I don't think today's games are panning out how I want them to.
Oh, this is mid fucking game week, isn't it? Bollocks. Anyway. Forgot there's 2 games left of this week and the current table is obviously absent those scores, but includes the ones from yesterday. I forgot about one. So yeah, Luciano currently is top of the league, but that may change. Who knows? Because I don't look at all the teams. Nathan's currently sitting second, 5 points behind, but could change tonight. Depends on what happens tonight. The old nemesis is in third, Mr.
Keeps it.
Some other yank is up to fourth. Not talking about him. He's boring.
Is that Lewis?
Yep. And then he's replaced Joel who's now fifth. But yeah, this is all midweek. Difficult to tell until tonight's fixtures. I was nearly falling asleep watching the Arsenal game. It was that dull.
A lot of boring games last couple of days.
It's Christmas. No one wants to be playing football. Least of all professional footballers.
Why would
in this country? Well, most of the European contingent are on the week off at least. Don't Germany have like a month off or something?
Probably. I don't know.
Too busy getting pissed at Germany. Or maybe they're just spending time with their families.
Or both.
Could be. It is that time of year for that sort of shit to go on. So yeah, we've got one more game week, I believe, after this week, starting on Sunday. Is that right? Kicks
Yeah,
off again Sunday.
yeah.
Bit of a
Yeah.
weird one because it's that weird time of year. And then there'll be New Year's Day games and maybe the 2nd of January, and then I believe that weekend after that might be the FA Cup 3rd round when all the big guns enter the competition,
Oh,
like
yeah.
Luton. Well, I mean, they do enter the
There's a
competition then.
There was a moment's pause before everyone's brain went, what?
That is when
brilliant.
Luton enter the competition.
Funniest thing I've heard all day.
Yeah. It's Luton. Is it Luton Forest or Forest Luton? Can't remember which
No
way
one gives
around
a
it is.
fuck, mate.
Well, some people give a fuck. I'm not watching Luton anymore because I didn't watch for 2 games and they won both of them, and then I didn't watch the last game and they lost again. So who knows?
So I'm bad luck, so I can't watch Luton anymore.
He doesn't even
correct.
know if he's bad luck now.
So
No.
I'll just not support them at
Just
all.
don't. Yeah.
I've
and
got a
then- and then
feeling
That'll be much better.
I know what's going on, and it might just be that Luton are a bit shit. So there we go. Problem solved.
We may be getting to the crux of the matter.
Yeah. So I'm just not watching anymore because it's fucking depressing watching it. I thought the Arsenal game was
Oh.
boring. But,
Try being a Man U supporter.
imagine at least they're in the Premier League for now.
At least their games are interesting.
Are they? It was fucking dull as dishwasher yesterday as well. That was fucking
Did they
boring, yeah.
lose? I can't
Yeah.
remember.
2-0.
Well, that's interesting then, isn't it?
No, it wasn't a very interesting game. Shit. Yeah,
Well,
so I guess we should
football
say
then.
should mention that where are we? You're 4th
Oh,
from bottom
jeez.
at the moment, Fraser.
That's what we got to mention.
Yeah, we need to mention it. We can't
Yeah, it's
we
fucking
can't pass without mentioning that. You are a good 60 points clear of bottom. Which
Yeah.
that's catchable.
But, I looked and I'm like 70 or 80 points behind Dave. Like, I don't mean that in the worst. I don't mean
Oh,
that
you can mean it,
disrespectfully.
yeah,
Dave.
Oh no, you
Yeah,
caught him
but-
up a bit this week. You're only 50 points behind so far.
Okay.
He's having a bit of a stinker by the look of it.
Game's not finished yet. I've got
True.
one player left.
Hope
Who?
let them-
Oh, I don't know.
Will they be playing now? I imagine because they're the last 2 fixtures of the game week. I think.
Gabriel,
Oh yeah, I've got him as well.
Arsenal. Yeah. And
Yeah, I'm
the
hoping
other
for a
one's
clean
the
sheet.
other one's on the bench. Somebody.
Burma. Brian
Brian.
Burma.
Yep.
Oh, and Burma. No,
He ain't done
Burma.
anything yet.
He's for Brentford, isn't he?
Yep.
Well,
So, yeah.
So anyway, yes, I am at the bottom. I'm at peace
Oh,
with it.
hang on. If we go to head to head, you are actually bottom of the
Okay,
head to head
great.
league.
Brilliant.
Dave, you're 2nd from bottom.
Awesome.
I'm
I'm
mid
not
table.
bottom.
I
Oh,
can't.
right,
win.
oh.
I keep taking -4s, and it's not really working out
Oh yeah.
because I've realised that I've put too many of the same players that Fraser's been putting in. It's not
Yeah, I don't know.
not
No.
working out. It's not working out.
I feel like I've turned a corner, but what annoys me is that I'm turning the corner and just fucking having to toe the corporate line, right? Put Salah in as captain and be done with it. I mean,
Well, it's not a bad tactic generally.
it's not a bad tactic, no.
He
But
is
if I was
having
going to follow that, I
good
might have
season.
followed. Yeah. Anyway, look, we've talked about how shit my season is. I'm working on it. I've got to
You can
just try
still
and
do
post
more.
something. I got to
You
try.
still-
Yeah, I know. I don't know whether I try and do anything. Every time
Oh
I
well,
try
you
and
just
do
double
anything-
down and really go for bottom of the league. Just put in what's his name? All the players that have been that have actually left the league.
Maybe it's
Play
time to
your
put
wild card.
Haaland back in. I already played my wild card. When's the new one come out?
No, is it January? Some point in
Oh,
January.
shit, I haven't played any of my wild cards or
Mhm.
free hits or anything.
You
yet.
bet one of your wild cards. The first wild card is going to run out soon, but you'll
Right.
do get another one to replace it. But if you haven't used it, it's probably a good time
Hmm.
to make a few changes. Just get that team ready, set up for the next few game weeks. Maybe 3 or 4 ahead. Have a look. Have a plan ahead. 5, maybe 6. Some teams have got good fixtures. Man City have got great fixtures. Unfortunately, they're fucking shit.
Yeah.
So
Nothing counts for anything now. God knows what's
Mm.
going on.
yeah, it's all crazy, isn't it? All the players who have done well in the past are actually doing shit now. It's reflected in the FPL as much as it is in the real football.
Who's winning the head-to-head then?
Head-to-head leader is Mr. Kinsit still, but it's only 3 points clear of Luciano because Luciano gave you a good battering last week, I think.
Probably.
Yeah. And my wife is up third still, and Will Barkley is back up to joint third effectively, but split on total score, 33 points each. And the head-to-head points. Mr. Elusive Man, he's been floating around that top 4 or 5 for a little while now.
All right.
Been doing. He's seems to have got his shit together a bit this year. Mr. Elusive Man, he's doing all right.
Good.
And he supports Man United. Maybe he got rid of all the Man United players out of his team. I don't know. Because they've been shit. Apart from one, maybe. I had Bruno at just the right time, it turned out.
Yeah.
Got him in. I captained him for his 17 points, and then I think I had him for about 2 game weeks after that and went, fuck this, get rid of him, shit. So I had him for the Ruud van Nistelrooy period, and then when they got their new manager, it was like, whoop, off he goes.
Yeah, I don't swap players out
Oh,
half as quick as that.
I've been doing it quite a lot, but yeah, like I say, it's costing me 4 points every week at least.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. All
at
right.
least I'm not bottom.
Okay. Is that enough football then? Because it's certainly enough for me.
Probably. Chelsea are doing all right, aren't they?
No.
Well, they're doing better than normal.
Well, they lost yesterday, so
Who did they lose to?
Fulham, yeah.
Shafted me. Local derby, that, isn't it?
First time Fulham have beaten us at home since 1979.
Yeah. I've got Mark Cucurella in my team.
He nearly scored.
He nearly scored 2, apparently.
You don't get
And
points for nearly.
and twice he's played for me in my team. First week, he was on for 15 points. Clean sheet, and he scored. 3 bonus points coming in. Then, whoever they were playing that week scored. And then, he got booked. And then, after the final whistle, he managed to get another yellow card and get sent off. So he missed last week's game. Came back
How
for
do you
this
get
week.
sent off after the whistle
Because
goes?
there was a bit argy-bargy after the whistle. So he picked up another yellow and then that's up to a red. So now he just basically everything
Missed
that
the
was
game.
looking on. It's just fucking nightmare.
And I played -4 points to get him in the first place.
Yeah, because I don't think I've been on since I so I went and put in the 2 Crystal Palace defenders, Munoz and Gahey, and because I thought, yeah, they're on for form here. There's something I'm getting a little bit of a feeling here for Palace. Put them in. 84th minute, they fucking not only do they concede a goal, which wipes out my defender points for them. One of them was scored by one of them as an own goal. So fucking he went to some fucking minus, and then Munoz got a yellow, and he fucking wasn't playing next week. It just went from.
That was the week you had Andy Robertson got a red card as well, wasn't it?
Andy Robertson, I put in, then he didn't play.
He got a red card.
I mean,
it's impressive.
I honestly, it's just farcical. The touch of death I have with everything is outrageous.
It's funny that you put Salah in and he went a bit quiet for a week or 2. Game week. I think he missed one game week. He only got 2 points or whatever, and then he's back on it again. So even you couldn't curse Mo Salah.
I cursed Mo Salah because I put Mo Salah in at the start of the season when he was doing nothing.
What do you mean? He's literally done something every week apart from about 3 weeks of the entire season.
I don't know what it was.
As in 3 single weeks.
No, I had him, and then he sort of went quiet.
You mean he was only scoring 8 points instead of 15?
And I didn't have Haaland, who was going gangbusters. So then I reversed that round, and then suddenly Salah started going gangbusters, and Haaland just went to the toilet. I mean, I just can't win. So whatever.
How was your move this week? What was your move this week? Who did you bring in? Do you remember? You told me who you brought in. I went, oof.
I brought in Luis Diaz because he.
And what did he do?
Nothing. They didn't play him this week.
He didn't actually play at all.
Yeah, he did manage to score some points, but he's second on my bench, so he's not going to get subbed in. Instead, Matoma will get subbed in, who's probably done fuck all today.
Oh, that was like
João
that was another
Pedro's-
shit game.
João Pedro. I'm
He-
sure he's
oh.
supposed to deliver at some point, but he just
Every
will
time
not.
I have him, he fucking does nothing. And then as soon as
I
I take him out, he scores. But I took him out
Yeah,
this
I
week,
know.
and he hasn't done it yet. I don't think.
No, but I've still got him in. That's why.
Oh, there you go.
It's just a fucking nightmare.
So we talk about football a bit more. Keep going.
No. Right, let's move on to listener stuff. We didn't have much listener stuff. That's okay.
That's because
Pilch
everyone voted last week when you weren't here.
No, okay, good. Pilch was the only one who dropped some notes in. I mean, there were a few happy Christmases from people, which was very much appreciated. And Merry Christmas back to everyone, of course. Happy holidays, whatever. Pilch says, anything new planned for the show in 2025? Let's come back to that one. He says, could Fraser actually come last in the Fantasy League this season?
I think we've done
Your
that
answer
one.
to that is no. Okay.
Is it?
Anything? Yeah, anything's
know.
possible. I'm not
I mean,
admitting.
it could
I'm not
happen.
No, it's not going to happen.
It could
I'm
happen.
not going to. No, I'm not even going to let us say that could happen. No.
I'm going to say it. It could happen.
And he says, when's the next meetup? So I do
Oh.
have plans to come back over again, but I don't know what they are yet. And when
You're
it'll
coming
be.
over for my 50th
When is that?
March. It's around your birthday as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
You'll be about
So
60.
you having your 50th? You having a party?
No, I don't know what the fuck's going on, honestly.
Okay.
My wife keeps asking me questions, and I'm like, "Do you like this?" And I'm like, "No." So
Maybe.
What's it like? Do you like surprise parties, or do you like?
no, I don't really want
Do you
to
like,
try.
do you like trips to the zoo?
People love surprise parties.
Do they? Only if
Yeah.
loads of people turn up.
What, for a surprise party?
Yeah.
As in,
Like,
if
if
nobody
loads of
turns
people
up, you're
decide
just-
no one fucking you've planned this great big party, and then everyone go, "Oh shit, I can't come," at the last minute, and like feel like a real Saturday.
like
You can't have
I-
flaky friends like that, though.
that would be my worst nightmare. Like if I tried to plan something or something was planned for me, and like there's half a dozen people, I'm like,
Yeah.
what's that now?
Someone does a little party popper. Happy birthday! You thought you had
So, yeah.
friends, but we've just found out you don't.
Well, you have to get. You have to give us a shout if you're running low on friends, and we'll have to see what we can.
Arnie
rally
says he'll
up
come
for you.
along for a laugh. A laugh at me with no friends, I assume that
There
means.
you go. So Pilch also says, anything new planned for the show in 2025? The answer is no. Nothing is.
No, we don't
nothing
have
new is
plans.
planned. We don't really have plans. But I was thinking the other day, and just spitballing here about whether we wanted to change anything up.
Get rid of me.
Wow.
So certainly
Have a
not.
few more weeks off a year? I don't know.
Certainly not. No, I mean, I think what I'd like, if people had an opinion and they said, they don't like this, or they do like that, or they think we should change this up, or they've got an idea. I mean, we're always open to ideas. The format's it just is what it is, right?
Well, we could have a feature. Is that what you think? Could you think of a feature that no one else is doing?
I guess. I mean, we have.
Do you know what we could do? Talk about video games a bit more.
Nah, they're boring. So no, we haven't got anything new planned. We don't tend to do that. It's more organic, isn't it? But I mean, if anybody has an opinion, or there's something you like, or something you want to hear, or whatever, let us know.
Is there another thing we could? I don't know. Like we have our fantasy football. Is there something else we could do? The fantasy F1 obviously didn't take off. But,
No,
You.
that's what I mean. It's just things just tend to happen, right? If they're,
yeah. Is there anything else?
I don't know. If somebody has an idea for another segment, have we tried to do new? Did we used to have a news segment
Sort of.
We used to. Yeah.
that
It
just
was
died?
Neil's,
didn't
What's
it?
What's the
Neil's
point?
news segment.
What's the
That's
point
what
of
it was,
news,
it
though?
was Neil.
Everyone, like, if you're not coming here for news, are you?
No.
No, we
don't know
talk about
what you are
news that
coming for.
we're
You come-
interested in.
Yeah.
Like,
I
if
just
we hear
segue it in every now and again. Fantasy women, someone says. Just wondering.
What? Fantasy women?
What, like AI women? Fraser's looking it up now.
Yeah, I'm just sort of
He
thinking,
just
okay,
clicked onto his other monitor. Fantasy
just-
women.
throw me that one. We'll have to think about that one.
Fantasywomen.com, eh? That's a new one for
Yeah,
the list, is it?
that's, yeah, that one.
It's really
I
putting
don't
him off
even
his
know.
strength there.
Is that? Oh, I'm not even going to repeat it. He's put top ones in the wank bank.
Who put that? I didn't put that.
It was
It's Dave.
Just wondering.
just wondering. It was a message.
Oh,
but
was
it's
it?
not
Was
been
it? Was it?
I'll just- I'll-
Like
I'll just
restricted.
allow it. Okay. Oh, I'll allow it.
Excellent. Yeah, you see, look, you never know.
Yeah,
You never know. That could
Maybe
be.
we could work on that. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe like do a top trumps. We all
I'm the
get
one
a
that does the
collection
top trumps.
This we know.
of-
Yeah. Okay. Well, look. If anything comes up, then we'll shoehorn it in, or we'll give it a thought or whatever. So, shall we move on then to what we've been doing?
Was that our discussion that you prompted?
Yes. Yeah.
Was it? It's just
That's
done.
it.
Is it? It's done as well.
I don't know. Has anyone got anything to add to it? Okay. Let's move on then to what we've been doing. Just keep driving forward. Dave.
Oh, me?
Sure.
Oh, I'm never first. Christmas. That's what I've done. I did Christmas.
I don't believe
at
that
home.
for a second.
I had all my family over at the house.
All of your family.
All of brother family, sister family, at our house, and we done Christmas dinner. First time we done Christmas dinner here.
On your new table.
So we had to. There was 12 of us in total, and my
Who's on?
table
Who
doesn't-
got trays? Who got trays within that? on the sofa?
No. We dragged the basically park bench that we had outside in, and had that, and that actually seated. Apart from a few bits of cutlery falling through the slats, it was good. Yeah, it worked really well.
That's good.
Yeah, but I was saying to Neil before, I ended up with more alcohol than I actually started with, because obviously people
Nice.
bring in crates and bottles of wine and whatever.
Well, don't take
So
them
which
home with them.
family? Which family was there? Was it your family or was it?
Yeah, my family. So my brother and sister, and then all their other halves and children and stuff. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's really good, really nice.
Excellent.
Yeah, a bit stressful in the morning. Like doing the cooking.
Yeah,
Cooking
it is a
Yes.
bit.
took about 4.5 hours, 5 hours in total.
Did you do a turkey?
We did a cockerel.
Ooh, a what?
Oh.
A cockerel.
What do they call that? A cochon. Is that right?
It
capon.
used to be.
Capon,
You
that's
you
it.
have to get
It's
capons,
cochons.
but
What's that then? So it's like
I
French
don't
for
know what
something.
cochon.
It's
But
probably
they don't
something
do
really
capons
shit.
anymore. It's
Couchon
a-
is French for pig, isn't it?
What is it?
I did do a ham as well. I did a Christmas ham.
Nice.
So yeah, and then.
So what was the cockerel like? Sorry. What was it?
Lovely. It was.
Was it?
It's basically a massive chicken, and yeah, cooked right, which it was. It was just succulent and yeah, fall off the bone. It was
Nice.
beautiful. 10-pounder from the butchers. So we ate half of it on the day, and then we've sort of been grazing the rest of the half of it. We'll probably get through it in the next couple of days. But yeah, awesome. And then tons of pigs in blankets and
That's the
all the
cochon bit.
veg. And is that the push on bit?
Cochon, yeah. Cochon in blankets.
Yeah. So we had some chipolatas and streaky bacon and just wrapped like a dozen. No, is it a dozen? 2 dozen. And they went
Yeah,
straight away.
That's not enough, Dave.
Oh,
Honestly.
well, I thought 2 dozen between 12, 2 each, but they're big ones. They're like good 8 inches.
8 inches?
Yeah,
A chipolata?
yeah, they were proper size.
That's what he tells his wife. 8 inches.
It's more like about 3 inches for a chipolata, isn't it?
No. It was a chipolata from the butcher, so it was a proper.
Well, the
size.
butcher does them big.
But yeah, he does indeed. So yeah, done 2 dozen of those, and then yeah. Oh, I broke the oven before
Nice, well done.
before I even started, which was what was a bit.
How'd you break an
Uh,
oven?
So I was told to clean the oven.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
So so this was like on Christmas Eve, or was it the day before? And I took the glass off the inside
Oh dear.
and cleaned all the glass. And then so I put the glass back in, but I didn't secure it properly. So what I thought I clicked it into its mountings, and then come Christmas Day, I opened the fucking oven door to check on the spuds, and the glass fell out. Luckily, it didn't smash, but it was just like too hot to do anything weird, so I had to sort of grab it and sort of put it outside on the grass. Yeah,
In the snow.
in the well, it
There's
wasn't
no
snowing.
snow here.
No.
It
But
fucking
it was like,
rains.
but the like we
No,
kind of like,
as
oh
soon as
no, what's
as soon as you take that and put it anywhere near water, it's gonna crack, right? You know, it's
But no, it wasn't too bad. It was
no.
dewy, but it was fine.
Uh,
But it but I'd worried that it was like an integral part of it. I didn't think the oven was going to seal or
The
anything.
door, an integral part of the oven.
No, the glass that but it's basically just a splashback. It's not actually part of the sealing part of the oven. So
right.
we close it again. It's like, oh, thank God for that. It just got a bit steamy up inside it. But yeah.
Oof.
That was a bit of a worry, and it's still out. It's still not actually connected to the oven. I keep trying to fit
Completely
it.
superficial, apparently.
I think it's just for convenience.
Yeah, be very careful about just saying something on your oven is superficial.
So I'll
Probably stops the
look.
outer door getting really, really hot.
Yeah,
If-
it could be, or
If
yeah.
age and wisdom has done anything to me, it's made me realize that there are very few things that are superficial in this world.
Apart from this
Yeah,
entire podcast.
This is very superficial.
So yeah, I'll have a proper look tomorrow. That's one of my jobs for tomorrow, for the Saturday.
You've not been using the oven since Christmas Day, then?
Not really. No.
No, still
No.
eating all your leftovers.
Still just eating cold leftovers. No, I had a Mackie
You're
D's
not
today,
eating
so-
fucking pigs in blankets, are you?
Bees.
No.
No. Let's because with this we can share this section. So what did you have for dinner, Neil?
I went to my
Did you
mum's.
just say?
We had Christmas dinner at my mum's. So I had turkey and gammon.
Very nice. Nice.
Turkey and gammon. Nice.
Bit more cochon.
What time did
that
you
was
eat?
pigs and blankets. About half 2.
We ate about 3.
Half
Yeah,
2.
similar.
That's about what we went for. I think maybe just a tad earlier. We had beef Wellington, which I think we did last year as well. It's
Oh,
our
wow.
go-to. It
you
might be
make
our
it yourself?
go-to now. My wife made it. Yeah.
That's
Nice.
impressive.
Do you
Yeah.
do like mushroom pate and everything right?
You did it well. See, my wife did it last year. It was a smaller cut of meat, and she did it with the mushrooms and whatever. And I think it was better last year. This year, my daughter requested no mushrooms, so my wife did it with Parma, covered it in Parma ham, then the pastry and mustard or whatever that was in there. But it was quite a big cut of meat, and I think it was good.
If you're cooking pastry and a big chunk of meat inside, you want the meat to be like not completely raw, but the pastry not fucking completely burned on the outside.
But that being said, the cut of meat, it was like a proper tenderloin.
Do you have to cook it like the cooked meat first? Or bit?
She seared it first before she did whatever. But I mean, like I said when we were talking about it, it was like whatever we do, just do not overcook it, right? The meat is so nice that even if it is raw in the middle, it will still be excellent, right?
Yep.
You know, and it was good, yeah, and easy too. I mean, I think it sounds, well, my wife made it look easy anyway, and then a ton of roast vegetables, and that was enough for us, right?
Roast vegetables? Did you have sprouts? Did you have sprouts over there?
Yeah, we had sprouts. Yeah, sprouts, parsnips. Yeah,
you must be good sprouts over there because I see you have a little frost when they get picked over there because it actually gets cold.
The sprouts were all right, actually, that we've had.
They're supposed to have a frost on them when you pick.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, look at you, the sprout master.
That's a new one.
What about? Okay, so what else for Christmas? Presents, I guess. Everybody do well.
We didn't do presents much here. It's been a bit of a shit month, to be fair.
You must have
And,
got something.
well, yeah, my wife got a load of stuff for me and the kids.
Right. Well, there you go. Did you
It
get
was
anything
all
you
like
liked?
it was all little, just silly bits, really.
My question still stands.
I'm trying to remember. I'm stalling.
To get some
Dave, did you
Jaffa
get anything?
cakes.
Dave, did you get anything you liked?
I got a coffee maker,
Oh yeah.
a full bean with a grinder on it.
Oh, we was
So,
talking about this the other day. I was saying, oh, there's a bean to cup coffee machine here. And he was
Yes.
like, what
Yeah.
the fuck do you want
Where
one
were
of
we
them?
talking?
You was talking. You was telling me how fucking what a waste of money they were.
Yeah. Well,
And
Dave
why
always.
would I
Dave's,
ever know? No, I wouldn't need one. I never use it.
yeah, just French press it. I say the same thing to Dave. What do you need one of them for?
Oh, it's so nice. It's
Is it?
so nice. Yeah. I did have a hang on, what is it?
Tassimo
The old
or
one's
a
down here.
Nespresso.
Nespresso. Yeah. I
Yeah,
had
they're
a
massively
Nespresso
overpriced.
before. Massively overpriced. The capsules are so
Fucking
expensive.
ridiculous.
And they're okay. They're like the capsules.
It's
if
not
you buy
real
them from
coffee, though, is
Nespresso
it? It's not real
no.
coffee.
They're
Bean to
about-
cup is the best, Mr. Arnold says in the chat.
Bean to cup. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've had
Beans
that
keep
Nespresso
longer
for
as
about
well.
2
That's
years.
what I was saying. Because if you buy ground coffee, once you open it, you got to use it pretty quick.
Yeah.
I
No.
keep-
No.
Keep mine in the fridge.
Even that, you still could. It's only a month, I think. You've got to use it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I've got 2 bags of about half a kilo each of the beans.
Half a kilo.
Yeah,
That sounds a lot, but it's
About-
not really.
I'm about halfway through one of them anyway already.
Nice.
And yeah, it's a bit of a faff. It's a little bit messier.
Sometimes that's okay. Like, I mean, I found, like, we drink a lot of coffee, right?
Right.
French press is what we do. Throw scoops in, pour your
Yeah.
boiling water in, and press it, and it's job done. Which is a nice way to do. It's okay, but now that I've had a bit of time, like I've been doing my proper, like, putting it onto the stove top, right, whatever, and using
Right.
my cafetier or whatever it is, and it's a faff. And like I'm warming my cup, and I've got some cream, but I'm making some beautiful cups of coffee, right? Which is just a treat in the
Just
afternoon.
while you're supposed to be working, this is what you do.
No, this was just this afternoon. Like I said, just
Well,
while I'm on
yeah.
holiday.
I don't know, like a nice cup in the morning. You know, just spend a couple of minutes more and have a proper nice cup of coffee. That gets you going.
I haven't got time in the morning for that.
ain't-
Maybe if I had a smart coffee machine.
Oh no.
Remember that?
There must be some more way for you to throw money at the problem and figure this out instead of getting up 10 minutes earlier.
So no, the missus, she, to be honest, it was relatively cheap, about 110 quid on Amazon.
It is very cheap. I was
know if
looking
it's
at
on a
one. It was reduced
special
from like £900 to 380 quid.
I'm sure you can
yeah.
spend what you want to
I don't-
spend, right?
Yeah. So I'm not at that. Those ones are proper espresso machines, whereas this one's not an espresso machine. It's a bean cup. So it's it's not pressurized steam going through the coffee. Yeah, I've read into it, but it's bloody nice.
Oh, and he says I can though because I've got a 9p a month mortgage. Every time he says something about my mortgage, it gets smaller and smaller. Soon they'll be paying me to have a mortgage.
So yeah, that was my main present.
yeah.
Other small bits and bobs, but yeah.
Yeah,
about
probably
you? Well-
my wife. Probably my favorite present that I got bought was my wife bought me a book called Sapiens. I don't know. It's supposed to be some sort of bestseller. And I think there's like, yeah, it's about the history of man, but it's all done in a graphical novel sort of format. Like it's proper in-depth facts or whatever, but it's done with the visual cues of a graphic novel. It's really good, very impressive. So that was a bit out of left field. That was nice to get that. I wasn't expecting that. So I would say that was the nicest thing that I got. But I did get some vouchers for Best Buy. So I trotted down to Best Buy yesterday. I had the bit between my teeth. I knew what I wanted. So I bought myself an Apple TV yesterday.
Ooh,
Okay.
Which was something a little bit different. But when I was in England last, a friend of mine had one when I was staying at his house, and I was like, that's pretty nice for a...
So you can get Apple Arcade on your TV now.
You can. I don't no. See, the problem is Apple Arcade. It's a subscription. I have no
Yeah,
desire
yeah.
to subscribe.
You can
to Apple
play
Arcade,
Balatro on your TV.
There's lots of ways for me to play Balatro on my TV.
So,
But
so when you say Apple TV, what do you actually mean? Is it like a Fire Stick, but it's
so
There's
it's
a
like a
bit of
Fire
mod
Stick,
box.
like a Roku. Like so, we've traditionally. I've had a Fire Stick. I've had a Roku. I had a Roku, then I went to a Fire Stick, then I went back to the Roku, and the Roku's okay, but I saw the like I said, I tried my friend's Apple TV. I was like, this feels quality, you know, like
Right.
everything about it feels nice.
They make it
Obviously
easy to
pay
spend
for
money.
that. They make it very easy to spend money.
Yeah.
But then as well, the thing about the Apple TV is it's really powerful, right? It's got a full on proper chip in there for really high quality streaming
Is it
and
with the
that high quality
4K
experience.
Wi-Fi?
Yeah, this
one?
one's this one's 4K with the
Just need a
Ethernet.
4K TV now then.
So I bought I basically bought the one that's got the bigger storage and the Ethernet because what I want to do is get it hardwired in,
Right.
and then that's the way to go. And once I have that hardwired in, then like I already downloaded an app to do Steam streaming on it.
Have you
Okay.
heard?
But-
Have
Yeah,
you
yeah.
done the Moonlight? Have you used the Moonlight?
I've got Moonlight installed. I haven't tried
Yeah,
it yet.
That's
When I went
really easy
search-
to use and works really well apparently.
Yeah, when I went, but I ran it
But you
yesterday.
do need it
didn't see
wired.
my PC, right? And so that's the next thing. I need to run a wire upstairs to get to it. But yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's quality's excellent. It seems it's really nice. That typical Apple ecosystem. We can hook everyone's accounts into it. If in all honesty, so far the only thing that it's doing different, I don't even know what it's doing different than the Roku, except for I think I'm pretty sure it's way better quality. The football does look better.
Right.
I'm pretty sure it sounds better. And I think it's just going to outlast.
It's
a
not
couple
mega
of
pricey, is
TVs,
it?
is it?
Either this for
It was about $200, 200 and something bucks. I mean, which is not cheap,
30 quid.
but at the same time, like the decent Roku, a 4K Roku was probably going to be a third of that anyway. And this is just going to shit all over those in terms of its processing power and what it can do and stuff. So it's got this really neat function. You can put your phone up near the TV and then you can do like video conferencing. Like it's got tons of
wow.
typical Apple fancy bullshit.
Has it got Apple
whether we-
Intelligence?
Whether we're going to use any of it, I don't know. But I managed to remap buttons to the remote control. I've eliminated like one of my remote controls now, so just down to the one small one with the Apple and stuff. So it's
Nice.
tidy. It's tidy. It's
Mm.
nice. And nice little toy, that I wanted. So that was a nice thing to get. And I don't really want
Awesome.
anything else.
Mm.
Anything
No
else I
music
want is-
stuff. No more speakers. None of that shit.
No. Anything I want is going to be expensive. So
Mm.
I'm
And
going to look.
you've got to be very specific about what you actually want as well.
Well, it's
Well,
where you
it's
buy
like
it
most
yourself.
guys, right?
Didn't buy yourself
We're-
any Christmas presents.
We're
though.
we're notorious. Well, that was in the Apple TV. Was me buying a Christmas present for myself, right?
Yeah.
It's
You did have
We all
vouchers,
knew.
so you were allowed.
we're all notoriously difficult to buy for. It's like Dave probably buying anything for his bike or PC stuff or whatever.
Everyone
It's-
asked me what did I want, and I was like, I literally don't want anything. I don't buy him anything. Please don't buy him anything. I don't want anything.
uh,
So I got
Yeah.
some
I mean,
slippers.
actually,
Which-
one of the things I said this year was do not buy me slippers because I have
Right.
an abundance of slippers.
Well, I have to get new ones every Christmas. Because like when you get them fresh, they are nice. They've got memory foam bases, and but then after about a month, they're all the same. They're just the
Right.
memory foams are like squished.
They remember you.
Yeah.
Got your toe holes to
Got
put
sort of
in.
I don't know. It's my fourth or fifth pair of Rock Dove slippers, so they're pretty nice.
Rock
Yes.
Dove.
Rock Dove, yeah.
Yeah, they're
Nice.
nice ones. Yeah.
Mm.
Yours. Yeah.
But yeah,
Very good.
got to have
What about
biscuits and shit.
Christmas? Biscuits, yeah, we had
Biscuits.
lots of chocolates and stuff. What about television? Do we get stuck into any decent movies or anything?
Oh,
We watched Red One.
No, I haven't watched that. My wife watched that with my son.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
If you're
went to
gonna
the
if you're
cinema,
gonna be
yeah.
forced to sit down and watch a Christmas movie, you could do a lot worse than that one.
We didn't get around to watching Die Hard the other day.
No,
No,
No. We
watched-
watched Elf on Christmas.
I haven't watched it. I haven't
Christmas
watched any
Eve.
Christmas films.
no. I watched Batman Begins yesterday.
All right.
Ooh.
We
a good
watched.
Christmas
I've watched a film this week that I've never seen before. and a film that I've seen several times. One prompted the other. We watched Hot Fuzz with my son. He reckoned he'd seen it before. I was like, I don't think you have seen this before. But he was like, this isn't funny. This isn't funny. And then he was literally laughing out loud several times. So,
Then once he got it,
yeah. There's some.
Maybe
There's,
it's a bit older,
there's a
you
few
kinda got
proper
it,
good
yeah.
moments in that film that are
Yeah.
really, really funny. I really like Hot Fuzz. It was great. It was funny. And then, obviously, in that, there's a bit where what's Nick Frost's name in it? I can't remember what his character name is. Fucking hell, I can't remember. Anyway,
I
Nick
dunno.
Frost, his name, his character. He's talking to Simon Pegg about Point Break and Bad Boys 2.
right?
Um,
Is that when they're getting pissed?
Yeah, it might be. And he goes on about the bit where he just goes, oh, I can't shoot him when he's shooting up in the air. So I was like, oh, you know what? I've never seen Point Break, so we watched Point Break, the original, because apparently it's been remade.
What?
Yeah, there's a
Okay.
remake of Point Break.
Okay.
Danny, yes, thank you, Arnie. Of course,
How-
Arnie.
did
knows.
it hold up?
Well, I don't know. I've never seen it, so it was all right. It wasn't great, but I didn't notice anything massively obnoxious by today's standards. But yeah, it was all right, I guess.
It's all right.
Was that 90s? Keanu Reeves looked quite young.
Yeah, early 90s. Yeah.
Remember when everyone used to say he was a vampire because he never got old? They were fucking lying because he's got old.
Everyone gets old.
Yeah, even Keanu Reeves.
Even Keanu Reeves. I know it's hard to believe.
So yeah, that was
right.
fine. That's
Yeah.
fine.
I don't think
But we haven't got around to Bad Boys 2. Might give that a
Good.
miss, honestly.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Okay.
Hang on, we've
Anything
got
else then?
Just Wondering says he watched The Offer, a 10-part series on the making of The Godfather. Great comedy/drama.
Okay.
Not heard of that.
I think I have, but all right, I'll have to look out for that. I can't think of anything else that I've really been watching. So
No, I didn't watch any Christmas.
Did you not watch Gavin and Stacey?
Didn't watch Gavin and Stacey.
fuck off.
Yeah, I've never seen
Um,
any of it, so I don't really give a fuck about Gavin and Stacey. But my wife watched it. Apparently everyone
all right.
dies.
All right.
What? A nuclear strike hits Wales.
That would have been the best ending to that fucking thing. But no, that would have been the best first episode of that thing. If there was a nuclear explosion, everyone just died, and it would never happened.
Right. So then we're floundering here.
Hmm.
Even though I mean it's the massive.
This is
event
what
that
we do.
Christmas.
This is what we
Ah,
do. Well, we had a shit Christmas, to be honest.
Let's move
'Cause
on then to what we've been doing.
My
so we
son
can
was
wrap
back
this
in
up and go
hospital,
play Hunt.
so yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
There we go. That was shit. That fucking put a bit of a damper on it.
Yeah.
But he's not. He was only in. He was only in until 5 o'clock Christmas Day morning, and then he came home.
Oh, again he was in.
Yes.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, man.
Yeah, but he's okay.
He was feeling better, wasn't he? He was
Yes.
giving you shit.
Oh yeah, he's still doing that. Don't worry.
Oh.
But yeah,
Yeah,
that
it's a
that threw a
shame.
bit of a spanner in the works. But there we
I
go.
will say this, though. Actually, we had a white Christmas, which was
Yeah.
nice. There was snow, so that was nice to see. All right, let's move on then to what we've been playing. Let's go on to video games.
Oh, we've got some new stuff.
All right. How many have we got? I've only got one really to talk
Well, there's
about.
one
Who's
really
got
old
three?
thing that I've talked about a shitload, so we don't have to talk about that.
All right. Well, look. Who wants to start?
I'll start.
Go on.
Go
Then.
on.
I've started playing a new game called. Well, it's not a new game. It's new to me. Called Transport Fever 2.
Right.
Neil's
Is-
just getting
I'm-
the video up.
Yeah. Is this sounds like a horrible disease?
It's a
Transport fever.
transport game. You generate a map and you move both people and cargo around a fictional map. That's there's lots of different towns generated and different economies. So like resources and
Oh.
things that turns those resources into other things, and you ship them to the towns. They grow bigger, they get more people. You ship those people to other towns that have different resources, and it's
Why is that happening?
What's going on?
Oh, that's not right. Why is that not working?
You're on the wrong window.
No, it's not. Oh, trust me, it's not on my screen. It shouldn't be doing that. I don't know why that's
Oh,
working.
hang on.
Let me give it to that, see if that works. Oh,
Technical
what the
difficulties
fuck?
with the
Oh, there's
video.
another. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, there's two fucking windows open. That's what it's doing.
If you're watching this, it's kind of a bit nuts. Yeah, Transport Fever 2. It's one of those games that I like where it's managing resources and transport and finding optimal ways of reallocating things between areas. You can use trains or road transport or sea or air. Everything has a cost, sort of a monthly cost. So, you're literally at the. You want to probably fast forward it a little bit. This is you creating the map on that video.
It just looks a bit like SimCity.
It is a little bit like SimCity, but you don't actually have direct control over the actual creating of the towns per se. You can delete roads
Wipe
and
out whole
possible areas.
towns.
Yeah, you can actually just delete the whole town, but they grow organically. The AI has control over the actual spreading of the residential and sort of commercial areas, but you have a little bit of control on where you put in like the places where resources are shipped to. So you could either if you're shipping cargo that the town wants to one part of the town, it does growing that area for the town that wants that resources. So yeah, like you can actually mess about with growing it in one direction or another, or stimulating growth or residential areas by having a lot of items come into one town, and then making sure that they have access to go to a different town that has different resources, because people want to go to different towns with different resources. So yeah, it's quite complicated. It's quite a slow start. I started at the very beginning, which is like 1860s. So you literally start off with the transport that you have is horse and cart, and it's a very slow sort of ramp up. But once you start getting into sort of the mid 1900s and 20th century, you get fast trains that can go a couple of 100 miles an hour. You can start creating cargo trains that are like miles long, and holds hundreds of different resources. Yeah, it's good. It's one of my
How
games.
far have you got?
Yes.
How far have you got
I
into the future? Does it
No,
does it do
no.
shit in the future, like made up shit? Can you
I
have a
don't
monorail?
know. You can have trams.
Monorail.
You can have trams. That's one of the
Yeah, we've had
things
them
that
for years. That's boring.
Yeah,
What
I don't
about
know if you
flying
can have
cars?
monorails. You can have planes.
Oh, they're a bit like flying cars.
Yeah, but yeah, they're just cars with wings. I'm only up to 1960s, I think, but I've got so I'm
You can have
still
a
on kind of
rocket
like
that goes to the moon.
diesel. I don't know. I don't think you can have. I don't. So that's probably the next part.
Well, they
is
did that
yeah,
in the 60s.
they did. I don't think they were shipping like
Apparently.
coal up there. Apparently. But yeah, it's a great game. It's a fun little game. I've just been putting it on. I can leave it to just run as long as like
It's
I
not an
haven't set
idle
loads
game,
of
is
lines
it?
to it. It's not an idle game, no. But yeah, no, like I've basically beaten the economy. I've got like a couple of hundred. I've got like 100 million or 200 million. So I can literally do what I want. At first, you're really struggling against like buying the amount of vehicles and like growing
Who
the
would you like? Who are you playing as, if you like? Who's like?
So think of like, I don't know, the owner of the rail company, or
Right.
or the, I don't know, head minister of transport
Right.
of this area. Yeah, and you can create the roads. Like the people can make their own roads and design it, like, but you're like, no, I want like
Oh, it's
express.
Loughton. That's down the road.
Yeah, all the towns are fictional towns. If you play as the Euro map, They're fictional British towns. So yeah, I had a map. The map that I'm playing on, I think there is a Oxford and Cambridge, and
I've
then
heard of those. They don't sound made up.
yeah, but the like Falmouth, and they're not actually in the places where they are. It's just like they've obviously got a big list of town names to choose from.
Are there
So,
any pre-existing Roman roads for you to alter into real roads?
no, but because it's the first sort of game that I'm playing, I think there is like realistic English maps that you can generate, or people have generated with existing road networks and train networks and stuff. But
Ugh.
yeah, utilize that. But yeah, like this is one that's got Steam Workshop, and there's hundreds of thousands of mods of like just like to start
It's
off
Milton
cheap trains.
Keynes.
Yeah, yeah. It's just a grid work with lots of roundabouts.
Yes.
Um, but yeah, so I'm just literally playing the first map. But it's fun. It's a good little game. Just yeah, it's gone from like trying to make money to actually trying to make it look nice and work properly, and make sure that the lines and distributions make sense. Will not only make sense, but work efficiently, which generates more money. Which and then you can manipulate all the terrain. You can like make mountains or
Big tunnels.
create
Big
rivers.
hills, apparently.
You can make tunnels. You can make bridges. And then all of that is on a Steam Workshop as well. And in that, like I think I'm up to about 4 or 5 different types of bridges, but I've seen bridge packs that are like hundreds of different bridges. That's too many bridges for me. I don't really care about the amount. Like, I just want to make sure it works. But yeah, like people properly make it look beautiful, like really, like do it really nicely. I'm not there yet. I'm more just let's just get to like a finishing
Justice
point
there.
at some point in the future. But yeah, it's a good little game. Well, it's a good game. And it's not new. I think it's like a couple of years old. But it was cheap. It was on a winter sale. I've always had my eye on it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Transport Fever 2.
Transport Fever 2.
Did you play the first Transport Fever?
No, I played the game before Transport Fever, which was I cannot remember. Hang on a second.
Is it like Transport Tycoon, or is that like something different?
Yeah.
Is that like another developer doing something similar?
It was the same developer. Hang on. Sorry. Store page. Hang on a second. I just it's Urban Games, the developer.
Train Fever was the first one.
Train Fever. Yeah, that's the one that I played. Now, I've got Transport Fever in my library.
0 hours played.
Brilliant. I no. 64 hours played.
Nice.
Transport Fever. So yeah. Yeah, Train Fever was the game before that, which I'd played. And it doesn't tell me how many hours. I suspect not a lot of hours in that game. That was 2014. When was Transport Fever 2 released? Transport Fever 2 was 2019. So yeah, they're going to release another one soon.
Game of the year?
Not game.
They're going to release a new one.
They're going to do Transport Fever 3 soon.
Fucking hell.
I know.
Who'd
have thunk
Who'd have thought that? Yeah.
Amazing. All right. Okay. Do you want to go next, Neil? You got.
What shall I talk about first? Shall I talk about my new game?
Not one of the.
Don't say not.
Whatever you like.
Okay, we'll go with that because I bought a game. PS5. Because they've got winter sale too, but their discounts. Some of their discounts are good. Some of them not that much off, but still cheaper than they have been before. And because I'm a mug, and I been doing the PlayStation Stars thing, where you do stupid shit like play a game and get 50 points, and you get cash back effectively on what you do purchase. I had 15 quid's worth of PlayStation Stars points that I cashed in.
Nice.
So it's like free money.
Isn't it? Free money that you worked hard for.
I don't know about work hard. I did a few things,
Worked for.
literally like for about several seconds, and spent money. But yeah, I bought Astrobot because apparently it was Game of the Year last year, or this year. Can't be
This year?
According
Was
to the
it Game of the
Awards.
Year last
Game
year?
Awards this year, like last week, whatever it was when they did their
Whatever.
awards. I don't really know what it beat. It beat Shadow of the Erdtree because apparently that was a
It
new
beat
game.
Balatro.
Yeah. Well, that one in Best Indie Game, I think, and Best something or whatever. I think that won 2 awards, I feel like. I didn't watch it because I don't care.
Okay, well, let's not waste any more time then on it.
But I have been playing a fair bit of Astrobot this week since I bought that. I thought you were drinking a bottle of wine, Dave, from the bottle. Anyway, slight tangent. Yeah, so Astrobot. It's quite a bit like a 3D Mario game, I guess. But it's no Mario.
It's no Mario, is it?
Well, it's not as good as Mario, obviously. But he's
Yeah,
quite
but the way
good.
a lot of people talk, it is definitely polished and slick and good. Is it great though?
I don't know. I
Like
don't
a
think
game
it'll
of the
be
year-
my game of the year.
A
But
game of the year should be great. I don't think is Astrobot great?
so no, I'm having quite a bit of fun playing it. It's just a bit like there was definitely time. So it works quite a lot like I say, a 3D Mario game. You get it copied everything basically, but it's all PlayStation stuff. So it's got all like all the bots are like, well, there's standard bots and then there's like special themed bots like people from the PlayStation history, like God of War and all that shit. They've got like little bots in that you can rescue, and there's a lot of themes in the levels that are related to old PlayStation games and things like that. So if you love a lot of history of PlayStation, you'll probably maybe people really love it for that, the nostalgia. But the actual game is pretty good. The 3D platforming is good, and what it does do is it keeps freshening things up quite a lot. You keep getting, that's why it's a bit like Mario 3D. You get loads of new mechanics all the time, and
Yeah.
you use them for a level, and then you don't. There's another one. Next time you go into a different area, there's a different little abilities. You get like, there's a pair of gloves that you get in one effectively, but they're like, instead of like, you do punching, but you couldn't. You pull the right left trigger, you do left punch, right punch, but they like big like on pole, like big, I don't know what's his name, Dr. Octopus like punches.
Yeah.
So they like zoom out in front of you, and if like you can punch like enemies with them, or there's like bits that you can like grab and pull. So it's it does a lot of cool stuff, and it's really noisy on the controller. It does loads of stuff with the controller.
Yeah. The little Astro's Playroom was like
And
that, right?
what it does is really canes the battery on your controller.
Yes.
Yeah, so you might play for an hour and go, fuck, I guess hopefully I've got another controller fully charged, because it is really going through the controller battery like no tomorrow. Because it's like the speakers go in, it uses all the gyro stuff, and
The haptics.
the haptics, yeah, and the squeezy different tension on the triggers. It uses everything, and it's in that controller quite a lot. Which, yeah, as a result, like uses all the battery quite a lot. But I think, as a 3D platformers go, it is a good one. It is a good one for sure,
Yeah.
and it is a lot of fun, and it's slick, like you say, and really well polished,
Yeah.
and it hasn't broken in any way whatsoever. So
Yeah, it's fair enough. I get it's a bit. I mean, I don't know. I'm just not. I'm not totally convinced by Astrobot in terms of a platformer. In terms of a package and aesthetics and all that. I mean, it is remarkable. I don't take any of that away. I just think as a platformer, it doesn't float my boat. I don't know why.
I don't know.
I
why
think
either.
because it's trying too much to please a very wide market, right? It's got to be able to be playable by the
Ooh, I could
youngest.
see a secret
Well, I guess
exit.
Mario's probably still the same as
Yeah.
well. That's got to be yeah.
I think
I don't
Nintendo bias is coming through here, obviously.
Oh, I played
Um,
quite a bit of Astro's Playroom, and I started to play the Astrobot, but I just couldn't find the enthusiasm. To
the
keep
one that
playing
comes
it.
with the PS5 was which was like a tech demo. That was really good,
Yeah,
but it was like
yeah.
very brief, really. But you could go back and like really hammer it and go looking for everything. I'm just doing massive spoilers on the video because I didn't know any of this. This is like a secret.
Spoilers
Secret
for
in one of the
yourself.
levels, which I was like, I wonder what that symbol means. And now I've just seen what it is.
Oh, there you go.
But
Bonzo.
yeah, you travel like between like different themed areas in your little controller spaceship, and yeah, you enter a level like very much like I say, like a 3D Mario. You pop into a map, and there's a level. Maybe there's several 3 or 4 levels that look similar.
Kind of discount did you get on it then?
It was 50 quid still, but it's like 70 quid normally. I think it might be 60, but it's the cheapest it's been on digital.
Right.
Could have got it cheaper physical, but like I say, I had loads of credit. I buy my credit at a discount for the PlayStation, so it was discounted on a discount. So I was like, fuck it, it's supposed to be good, and I did fancy something a bit. I would say less stressful, but there's a few like sort of challenge levels that they're optional, and yeah, they provide a little like it's like you've got to get through the entire level. There's no checkpoints. Whereas there's quite generous checkpoint. There's no lives either in this game. So if you fail, you just can fail. Fuck knows how many. You can just fail forever, and you never like lose you and have to start all over again or anything like
Right.
that. So it's pretty generous. Respects your time, I think they say. But yeah, I don't know how far I've got. I've done the first sort of main area. There's like a galaxies. I wonder where they got that idea from. That you
Are
can
you
travel
saying
to.
they're ripping off Mario?
Maybe. But it's they did a good job.
Now, is this Astrobot? This is interesting because my son was talking about it yesterday, saying Little Big Planet is almost all the servers have been shut down. Like, is that the end of Sackboy? Is Astrobot now the new Sackboy?
I don't know.
That's
There's a Sackboy's Adventure thing, isn't there? They did relatively recently. That's like a 3D platform. I guess Astro. Thing is with Astro Boys, it's good. Little Big Planet wasn't that great.
Little Big Planet was great.
No, it was fucking awful.
What?
The platforming was shit. That was
It
not
was
a good
different.
platform. Yeah, it was shit.
Yeah, but it did a little bit more than just average.
What was good about it was all of the shit that people came up with, like the player created stuff that you could do, and that was incredible.
Yeah, it was bonkers.
Yeah, and you ended up with some batshit stuff, but the actual game was pretty shit.
Yeah, all right.
Whereas this game's good.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well,
But
that's
yeah, I've got a fair bit to do still, I think.
Okay. Well, that's Astrobot. Should I talk about Alan Wake 2 then? Because
I don't know. Are you going to
Neil
diss it?
No, I'm not going to diss it. I mean, it was never. Look, you've driven me to this purchase. My son bought it for me for Christmas.
Well, you can't diss it then. You have to play it all as well.
Yes, which is good because sometimes we need the problem with a lot of games, the Game Pass games being free, is and library games or whatever are just not invested in, right? So yeah, so I have a bit of investment in Alan Wake 2. So I have played it. I've played through about the first chapter, I think. I'm probably a good hour and a half in. I
can't remember what happens at the beginning. Where are you playing as? You're playing as Saga, yeah? You're playing through the FBI stuff.
Yeah, I'm playing through the FBI, so I'm a lady now investigating a killing.
You walked around and you saw a guy's penis at the beginning?
Yes, I've seen the penis. And now I'm into the town meeting the police or whatever. And of course, this is, I guess they say it's 13 years since somebody went missing, and that's all connected with Alan Wake. Which I guess the old first game was about 13 years ago or so.
Yeah.
14 now. I don't remember Alan Wake being anything like this. I mean, this one You
mean this is a good game?
No, I mean Alan Wake was good. It's just I'm trying to work out what it wants of me, right? And it just seems to be almost a walking simulator with some investigation. You come out of you walk around, you discover stuff, then you come back out into this special place that the FBI investigator goes to in her head, which
What's
is
it called? It's her
there's
mind place.
her mind space or place or
It's
whatever
called
like that.
Mind
And then
Place, I think.
is it okay?
No,
And
it's
then
not a
there's
Mind
like a board,
Palace.
and there's a board where you have to put all the clues and you have to connect all the dots, and then there's a like you can do profiling
That's not
behind
really
you
a game,
and-
though. Literally, it won't let you do anything. You have to put things in the right place. There's no like fucking it up, that sort of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So here's where I am with it. I don't know why I'm playing this game, and I don't quite understand when it's going to deliver something that I'm going to, it's pretty good as an experience. I mean, it's very, very, very
Have you done
well
much
made.
combat?
I've done no combat
Yeah,
yet.
well, there you go. You haven't really got it
So,
yet.
right. So then, okay. So I have more to go.
Yeah.
But so far from what I've seen, very slick. Like
You're
the
sort
voice
of in
act,
the sort of story building area.
Yeah, I think I'm just about to get stuck into some stuff,
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, there's already like some shit went down. So I
Yeah.
think now I'm into the second phase.
You saw a
where it's
guy's
now-
penis.
Yeah, I've seen the penis. Yeah, so it's I probably if this was on Game Pass, I would have binned it off by now. But because it's not on Game Pass, because I've been given it, I'm going to keep going.
Did
And I
you
think-
finish Silent Hill 2?
No,
Your
I'll
track
go back
record's
to
pretty
that.
bad.
my track record's awful. All I want to do is play Hunt.
This is a problem.
Yeah, but that being said, I did play the majority of the opening of Alan Wake 2 downstairs with the lights dimmed down on headphones, big screen. It was pretty cool. Like the production value is nice, right? There's a lot of good shit going down that they're doing. So I'm gonna carry on.
You
I
need
mean, I
to.
have to, right? I have to carry on. So yeah. So from what I've seen so far, cool.
Yeah, it gets really
I think.
good.
Yeah. I mean, you've given it high praise, so yeah, I've got to keep going.
Was it my game of the year last year? Can't remember. I think it might have
I
been.
can't remember. I have to go have a look.
Anyway,
So I can't really say much more than that.
yeah, you got
tried not to skip-
fucking loads to play.
I've tried not
so-
to skip too far ahead on the cutscenes and things like that, but so just a little bit of a B press just to get through some of the dialogue. you know what I'm talking about.
It's not that bad, is it? I don't remember. It's not like fucking Metal
It's
Gear.
not
and you have to
that
sit through
bad.
like 40 minutes or whatever.
It's not that bad. And like you say, I am just coming to grips now with the fact that it's not going to let me go ahead with anything unless I've done all the pinning things to the board or whatever. Like I had one bit where I was running around, what have I missed? What have I missed?
Yeah.
And then like I realized I hadn't pinned something to the board, which was, do you really need me to pin the shit to the board? Like if there's no fucking point, I don't
Some
know.
people learn by doing. Some people learn by reading, etc. It's just
Yeah, I
part
know.
of it. It's just got to do it, haven't you? Just get on with it.
Yeah.
Get to the next bit.
Yeah, so I'm just exactly just get on with it and get to the next bit. So yeah, it looks pretty interesting for what I've played so far, and I'll keep going and I will
Yeah,
report back.
The cool stuff comes a bit later, for sure.
Right. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'll keep going at that. Dave, what do you want to?
I've been
Talk
playing
about-
Blops 6.
Yeah, more blops. More blops.
More Blops. Loving the Blops. Tried
Blops
rank
life.
play. Tried rank play. Rank play is not for me.
I
No.
mean, big good people play there.
Full of sweaty
It's-
tryhards.
It's you need to do it as a group. You cannot play with randos.
People actually
or-
communicate.
I can't play with randos. No.
You can't communicate in that game. It's too hectic. I played with Pilch and we
no.
were just basically kind of knew what we were supposed to be doing, so we just got on with it.
4-on-4. The rank play is 4-on-4.
Right.
It's not the hectic 8-on-8 or anything like that. 4-on-4, bigger maps. Is a lot more skill based than just the random multiplayer scrubs and hectic gameplay.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is it
I
like
played a couple of games.
hardcore? Remember old hardcore
It's
ones where
hardcore.
literally
Yeah,
like get
yeah,
one
yeah,
shot and you're dead, basically.
it's no. I think the time to kill is the same, but it's friendly fires on.
Okay.
You're limited to certain guns and perks and kill streaks to keep everything fair, because I know there's some overpowered guns and things. But yeah, it's hard, yeah. Well, I played a couple of games. After 3 or 4 games, I was just like, no, this is not for me. Especially when like I was with people on my team and they're literally getting killed straight away. They're just really rubbish, and it's a team game.
Mm.
Um,
Were you
and you're
playing
ranked
different
on
game
your.
modes then? Or it's not team
Uh,
deathmatch?
you play ranked play, and it just puts you into like
Playlist.
a queue, a playlist, a rotation of different ones, and you play whatever's there. Yeah, I don't know. It's not for me. Yeah, I was getting very frustrated. But I don't play the multiplayer to get frustrated. I play just to yeah be kill or be killed and have no sort of repercussions from it. It doesn't matter if I'm the top of the leaderboard or bottom of the leaderboard. If I'm just sort of getting my dailies or just trying to rank up a weapon, and you know, I get a minus kill streak or a minus kill death or a plus. It
You
doesn't
don't
really
care.
matter. No. It's
Is
I
that
don't.
that's not? But you won't play teams though when you're doing that, right?
So you are in teams, but again, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter if you win or lose, like in the team.
Yeah.
With a ranked play, you only like get points, or you only increase in your rank if your team does well, wins, and you
You lose rank as well then when you're defeated.
lose rank as well.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's too much pressure. I don't want that pressure on me.
Yeah.
And the games are longer, and like it's like if you die, it's either like 5 or 10 seconds till you respawn on some of the things, or you were actually out until the next round. And it's like I don't want to play like that. That's not how I don't enjoy that. It's just like I could just if my mission is just get killed 100 times, I would just blindly run into the fire and enjoy myself because I'm completing the mission. Whereas on this rank play, I'm like the act of just increasing in rank is not an objective that I actually want to go towards. I know some people do. Some people, some people want to go through the rank
That's
Some
why
play.
people
it's
And
like
there.
the prestige.
yeah, well, I've prestige a couple of times now. I'm on my 4th or 5th prestige now, and I do that, but I enjoy then unlocking all the weapons and unlocking the perks and stuff.
Yep.
But it's not like, but whereas the rank play is like you've got to rely on your team doing well and like everyone playing together, and yeah, it's not. I don't play blobs for that. So
No, it was like us playing ranked Valorant. You had to
right,
be up for it. If you were up for
yeah,
it, great.
yeah.
If you were in slightest way not up for being in ranked, you did not want to be in ranked.
um. So yeah,
Hardcore.
yeah. It's yeah. And I don't have anyone to play with, and and playing that map on your own or that game mode on your own is not. Even if there was 1 or 2 other people playing ranked, maybe it would be better, actually have a coordinated. But when you start the map and like every single 3 other players go completely separate directions and there's no coordination, and you're like,
Yeah, that's not going to work.
no, no. So never mind. That
Oh.
yeah. So I played a few games of that and went, nah, that's not for me. Back to the Nuketown and just
Mayhem.
mayhem, and it's fun.
Spray and pray.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
All right.
Right.
Okay. Well, Neil.
I've been playing more Gran Turismo 7.
Oh, I did download that. My first Gran Turismo.
Bet you ain't played it though again.
I played some of the license.
Did you? Did you have to do the licenses before? You think you have to do the licenses before you can do anything else? Don't you?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. How many times did you try and get gold, or did you just like fuck it? I just passed.
I got the gold on the first one, and then I think I got silver on the second, and then that was it. I binned it off.
Yeah,
I may pick it back up again.
I've been going back to do the circuit experiences and some of the missions. Oh, there's one mission that's just really fucking me off. It's really fucking me off. It's like you've got a 20-minute race, and you've got to come in the top 5 to get a bronze. And I finished 6. I don't know how many times. It's really fucking. And there was one time I was up right on the tails of 5th with like 4 minutes left. I was like, I'm definitely hitting the top 5 here. And then I fucking just wiped out on a fucking corner. And I was like, I don't fucking believe I've just done that. Just thrown like 18 minutes in the bin. Because then I was like back in like about 20 seconds behind 5th. I was like, fuck. And it's so annoying. But there's a whole group of missions that are hour-long endurance races.
Oh,
I haven't
yeah.
started one of those yet. I did one of those, actually. I did one. It was like a classic. I don't know which Gran Turismo it was, but way back in the day, it was like there was one that was MX-5s, and it was an hour race. And the way to win was basically you weren't allowed to customize your car in any way other than you could change the tires on your car, and you were the only person in there. It was all AI race, obviously. You stuck racing tires on your car, and everyone else has got shitty road tires, and you were just like fucking blitz it. We were lapping people because you were so much quicker in the corners and stuff like that. But it was an hour long, and then I did the modern GT7 equivalent because it was MX-5. So I was like, nice, I like an MX-5. And so that's the only one of those I've actually done, and there's like 9 more, and there's all sorts of. The one that's going to be rock hard is the faster the cars, the harder they are, basically.
Yeah.
Because the AI goes fucking quick, and if you slightly fuck up, you've basically properly fucked up, and you're off the track or in the wall or whatever. Yeah, you don't have I don't think they have damage on, but like if you go off track, there'll be like a slowdown penalties and all that sort of stuff, and it's like, oh. So yeah, you have to be like you have to have an hour at least that you're ready to fucking commit to one race, and B, you have to be fully focused for that hour. You can't be doing it cash. But yeah, that is. I got my year in review. Have you done all your year in reviews from everywhere? You did your Steam one, obviously. Funnily enough, we know what 2 games were on your list.
Yes.
I did my Steam one, and I had a number of games. Can't remember what my number one was. I do know. It's probably Hunt.
I know
It's
what
my
your number one was. It's Hunt.
My number one was Hunt, yeah. And my number 2 was probably Elden Ring. Again. But yeah, I did my PlayStation year in review, and no surprise to see that Gran Turismo 7 was my most played game on PlayStation last year by a fucking country mile. Like
What
a
was
couple of
second?
Ghost of Tsushima maybe, which I did put a good chunk of time in. I haven't gone back to that. But yeah, I fucking played like a good couple of 300 hours of Gran Turismo in total. I think it was about 170 hours last year. So yeah, a bit addicted to that. It's good.
Yeah, it's all right. It's good. You like it.
It's because it's like just that little bit of a challenge, more so than Forza. Because I liked Forza, but it was a bit easy, a bit dull after a while. So yeah, loads of Gran Turismo. That's like what I've been playing mostly this week.
Ongoing.
Yeah, that'll be forever. My forever game until they bring out 8, I guess. And then
Do you want to have a guess at what my first in my year in review was?
Satisfactory.
Well, no, Satisfactory is epic.
Factorio. Factorio, I meant.
Off by one.
Space Engineers.
No. Wreckfest. 13%.
Of course.
Of
Of course.
Wreckfest.
Yeah, you're always going to Wreckfest. Yeah.
Factorio was my second, 12%. And then Balatro.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you did a lot of Balatro through Steam Deck, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I've steadily been playing a lot of it,
Right.
on and off. But yeah, I don't know. It actually surprised me.
Nice.
I didn't expect.
I think that was on my list, but it was very low compared to you two. There we go.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, well, you got one more on your list. Let's get it done and out of the way, and then we can have an early finish.
Well, I've been playing Hunt Showdown. I had a hankering. I didn't play for a couple of days because everything was going on, and I was just like, I really just want to play Hunt Showdown today. And I haven't played. It was today. I was just like, I just want to get home and play. I was all day at work. I was like, I just want to go home.
Are we going to play some Hunt Showdown tonight?
Yeah, I think so. Had one game, didn't we? Or one game or two games?
I've had a couple of games today.
Yeah, you had.
We had one good shooty game earlier where we killed a team,
Yeah.
getting that sparks damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just enjoying it. Gary's in the mix now. We're getting all the challenges done. It's a lot of fun. So, yeah, hunt continues to be hunt.
I've got a game that I haven't said and written
Oh, yeah?
down, but I don't know why I haven't put it on. I'm playing MechWarrior Online.
Oh shit! Yeah, let's get that written in there. I'll do that. Go on then.
I don't know why I didn't write it.
Because it's pretty important that you're playing that. Really.
So I don't know why I'm playing it. Well, I know why I'm playing it because some other people are playing it at the moment.
So we
Other
should put it
nerds.
into So we should put it into context. So there was about three years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, we started playing. What was the mech
Battletech.
game we were playing? Battletech.
BattleTech.
And we had all the best intentions to have a Battletech league and play multiplayer, and we did play some, and it was good fun, but it was not working.
No,
And I think Dave was one of the first people to just finally throw in the towel. You just like it fucked you right off.
there was 2 games in a row that I
Yeah.
put in about 45 minutes, and it like crashed,
Yeah.
and the results were lost, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm done. Like,
And I think that was it. It ended up being it was just if we couldn't do it. No one could afford to put the time in to have it like be shaky and then bin us off like that.
no.
So it was always bubbling under the surface that there was a hankering for people to be running around in mechs, and it turns out something's replaced it.
Yeah, so a game called MechWarrior Online. I really hadn't. Well, it's called MechWarrior Online Legends. Hadn't really been on my radar much, but it's a free-to-play game. It's classed as an MMO, but it's basically it's a team deathmatch, or it's a team-based shooting game. You're playing
mechs.
first person in the mech. And there's lots of different purchasing options of different mechs and in-game currency that you can purchase and to buy different mechs and different parts for the mechs and stuff. I've literally just sort of gone freebie, just using the default like trial mechs. And I've had a couple of good games actually. First couple of
They're
games.
loot boxes type things in this. They look like a loot box thing that just happened.
I don't know. I don't really know.
How much time have you got in it so far
Oh
then?
my god, this
Nearly
fucking
5
video.
hours.
Okay, so from what I understand, that's probably early days, right?
Very early days. The even just to get in the group game with the other guys was about I was going to say 15, about an 8 or 9 click process of very small icons, or like you just like you got to click here, then press here, then click group, then accept.
Have you not
group
done your
invite.
GCSE and MechWarrior
Oh
Online?
my god, it's one of the most complicated games. Just like not games. It's one of the most complicated first-person shooters that I've ever played, and I'm not even getting onto the customization.
It's not Titanfall.
No. It's not like load in, choose your weapon, choose your secondary, choose your perks, go and fight. It's yeah, like even looking at the front armor, back armor, heat sinks, jets.
You should know all this. You finished the single player Battletech. You know it's complicated.
Yes, I did, but like on a turn by turn basis, that's fine. Like where you've got like time to think. When you're being shot at and go, oh, should I put my left arm towards and like angle towards them left way or right way? Oh no, my arm's been shot off. Oh, hang on, somebody's jumped behind me and like just shot me back. And there's the time to think, rather than the time to kill is is very short, and especially when I've had a couple of beers, because they're normally playing at like 10, 11 o'clock at night. And it has been over the Christmas period. So, yeah. But
also,
the games
it's a free-to-play game, so you know what that means.
but the actual I have the games that I have been playing. I think because I've been so blasé and not really caring, I've had some really good games and got some really good sort of scores up. So yeah, compared to the other guys, well, not compared,
They're
like
super serious about it.
comparing against the other guys, I've actually been getting quite respectable damage and not kills, but damage at least. So and it's a team game, you know. So damage dealt is damage dealt by the whole team.
So is there a Seals clan?
There is a Seals clan. There's a couple of guys in it. I don't really know many of the people. F Wing. I know I've been playing with F Wing.
Yeah.
I can't
F-Wing, Arner, Mayhems.
Arnie. Who
I
else?
think
Anar.
Arner, not
Yeah,
Arnie. Yeah, Arner. Yeah.
Anar.
There's a few playing anyway, and Gridbug's playing. That's cool.
Yeah, Mayhems.
Yep.
Yeah. Again, I don't really know the guys, but like jumping in, they've been super cool. They were like, do this, like click on here.
Super cool
Like,
for nerds, anyway.
Yeah.
they're like, come on, come to the Mech Warrior Online friendship group.
One of us.
Yeah.
One of us.
So yeah, it's been cool. It's been nice. Yeah,
It's
I've been
quite an
enjoying.
old game, isn't it?
It is quite an old game. The I don't even know when.
I think it's like 13 years
2015.
old. Or something.
2015.
I thought it
Oh,
came out
really? Is
before
it?
No. Yeah, so that's when it.
I didn't realize it
first
was
launched.
that old.
Maybe it was the original Mech Warrior Online that came out before, about 15 years ago or whatever.
Maybe, but yeah, it's still very popular. There's no problems getting games and stuff.
Oh, and the multiplayer apparently works.
And the multiplayer works. They have honestly the amount of DLC and things
Or that you can buy. Mm.
Yeah, but it's the same as Hunt, isn't it? I can
you-
purchase
Can you pick?
374 quid's worth, and most of the stuff is like 30, 40 or 50% off at the moment.
Is it any
Is it-
pay to win, or is it all just
Yeah.
cosmetic?
Is it World of Tanks or is it Hunt Showdown? Monetarily speaking.
Well, you can get packs for the good mechs.
Right, so it's World of Tanks then.
But you can buy the same mechs with earned in-house currency. So it's not like stuff isn't locked.
Does it take 300 hours to earn the currency to spend 30 quid?
I don't know. I
Probably.
don't know. I couldn't.
That's
say.
a yes.
I've unlocked 1 or 2 mechs already, and I've been playing 5 hours. So I've literally just got to the point where I've unlocked 1 or 2 mechs. I haven't got the good equipment for the mech, but I've got the mech. I've got the standard equipment for it, so I haven't customized it with epic lasers or anything. But yeah, it's worth it if you like mech stuff. And it's 2015. If you don't know about Mech Warrior Online, then you're never going to play it. But
Well, I'd never heard of it until about
Neither had I.
a few weeks
This
ago.
could have been what we could have stepped into when
Yeah.
we had no success before. I'm surprised we didn't. It wasn't on the table then.
I don't know where-
Pre-podcast.
I don't know where the awareness came from for this.
No.
Recently, all of a sudden, that they're all playing it. But yeah.
Well,
No.
all right. Okay,
It
so the
still looks good, plays good.
ongoing. You think you'll be back? Hear more about it?
I'll be back. Yeah, there was a talk today on. We've got a BattleTech discussion part on the seals. And yeah, they're like, not today. Definitely on tomorrow though. So yeah.
Nice.
It's-
Okay, all right. We'll wait to hear more of that then. Mech Warrior
Yeah.
Online Legends.
Awesome.
Exciting stuff. All right. Okay, I think that takes us to the last game. Unless anybody has anything else they want to add, I do not.
You will. What was the last game?
Yeah.
What
You
was
got
the
anything
last
else?
game? Oh,
Mech
sorry, that
Warrior
was the
Online
last
Legends.
game.
That was the last game. Yeah.
I say,
It
I
wasn't
thought you
even-
meant
that
there was another one.
No, we weren't even supposed to have that one. But then we got it shoehorned in. All right. Well, look, let's call that a show then. I think we've done well to get one out today in the middle of the season, so that's good. It's nice to be back. I hope everyone's had a good Christmas. Are we doing any outros? I can't remember. Where are we these days?
Yeah, I'll do an outro, and I'll also say before I do an outro, we're doing Game of the Year next week, and we're doing predictions the week after that,
Maybe.
Okay.
as far as I'm aware.
All right. So game of the year next week.
Game of the Year next week.
Perfect.
Games that
Okay,
you've played
yeah,
in the
predictions
last
the
year.
week after.
Yeah. So the top 5 games you've played this year, they do not have to have been released this year. They just have to be your top 5 of the year in order of greatness from 1 down to 5. Number 1 being
being
your
the-
best.
Yes.
The way we do it is we allocate 5 marks for number 1, 4 marks for number 2, 3 marks for number 3, 4
Yeah.
for 2, 5 for 1, etc. 1 for 5. To give a total score or whatever, and it's a load of old bollocks, but it's fun, and we do it every year. Last year was an absolute shit show of people's submissions. I don't really remember much. I'm not very good for memory. But I do remember last year was fucking horrendous in terms of people's
But people
submissions.
saying
all over.
in no particular order was definitely a phrase that came up quite a lot.
I think it was.
That's not very
it
helpful.
was the in no particular order. Here's my 3.
Here's number 1.
Yeah. So no repeat submissions. So you can't just say Gran Turismo 7, Gran Turismo 7, like that.
No. You can't.
No, we're not gonna. That won't
No.
fly. That
Only
won't
one
fly.
on
No,
the-
no.
once on
Send
the
us in what you can. If you do it, just give us. If you can't, how did we do
Yeah.
it last year? If you don't put it into an order, if it's not 5 or it's what, I mean, just I don't.
If
look,
you don't
honestly,
put it into an order
honestly,
with 1 to 5, then you'll just get it. If you put whatever comes first is number 1, basically, is what you did last year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out anyway. We'll take control.
We'll
of your
just fucking
submission.
decide.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
But
Don't
don't
give us
but don't.
work. Don't give us work.
But that being said, I'd rather you sent us in shit than sent us in nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I
Sorry.
wrote shit, actually.
Yeah, dear listener, I consider what you sent to us to be a pile of shit. There we go. How's that? Showing the respect to the listeners.
To the
No,
audience,
anything
yes.
you can send in, please. That'd be great. We love it. Thank you very much.
Send it on Blue Sky if you're not in the Discord. There is a channel on the Discord specifically for Game of the Year. That would be a nice place for you to put it. If you're there.
Yeah.
You can
I think
Blue
you
Sky
could.
So,
send it-
email.
what I'll do is I'll do my outro, and then we can shoehorn in our ways they can contact us. So,
Well, you're about to hear him.
yes, I'd like to say thank you for listening to this Sil podcast. If you'd like to ask us questions or get involved, i.e., send us your Game of the Year submissions, you can contact us on our web form, which is at silpodcast.com. You can send us an email with your top 5 in 1 to 5 order. You can also contact us on our email directly, which is sealpodcast@gmail.com. You can join us on our Discord server. A link is pinned on Twitter, Blue Sky, Acast, YouTube, and Twitch. I'm saying Twitter. I don't care that it's X anymore. It's just Twitter.
I don't even go on there anymore.
It's about time you here. Just a pro tip for anybody listening. It's about time to give up the Twitter. Okay. It's not a good look if you're still there.
No,
Well, I
we
don't
still
honestly.
have a channel.
I don't
but,
miss
like,
it. I don't even miss it.
I gave it up a long time ago.
Of course you did.
So we have YouTube and Twitch channels which we upload and stream to. Neil, would you like to do a shout out for our chatterers?
Thank you to Arnie and Just Wondering for turning up and chatting. If there was
And
any
making us
lurkers,
feel special.
thanks for joining too.
All right.
That's it.
All right. Okay, good. Thanks. Bit rushed at the end there. Sorry about that. But thank you, Dave, for that outro. Yep. Anybody send us your stuff. That's great. Thanks very much for listening.
Happy
Good
New
to see you
Year, I
guys.
guess.
Yeah,
Happy
I
New Year,
guess.
but
Whenever
we'll
that
see you in-
is.
See you in
Well, probably be before
2025.
the next time we record, so you know.
Ooh, 2025. Very exciting. You
isn't
guys
it?
got anything planned?
For 2025?
No, for New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah, we've got people coming around. Hopefully,
Drinks at ours.
Nice.
Party at my house.
we
All right.
are the hostesses with the mostesses, or something.
Nice.
We have everyone around all the time.
Yeah, that's good.
We've still got shitloads of
Uh,
booze to get rid of, basically.
Who wants Advocar? Ooh.
Oh, we don't have Advocaat.
Shots, shots.
Oh, Advocaat doesn't hang. That doesn't hang around very long.
I know. Not once it's open. Hopefully, I haven't got another rank bottle of Bailey's to pour down the sink when I open it and go, oh, that smells of cheese.
Oh, geez.
It's when you get the aftershot that's like a bit manky looking. It's like you pour it out, it's like syrup. It's like, yeah, that's not
Aftershock.
great.
Did you say
Oh, yeah.
Aftershock? Oh,
I said
God.
Aftershock,
That was the
yeah.
cinnamon shit, wasn't it?
Ugh,
That's-
I don't even know where you can buy that anymore. I swear it's banned.
probably.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. On that bombshell, thank you very much, everyone, and we'll catch up with you next week.
See you soon.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.